Let me step inside the mind of Neil Gaiman's dreaming.
I do remember someone said to me, there's nothing more boring than hearing about other people's dreams.
I don't often have any that are memorable.
Ladies, it's lovely to see you. This show, so many people are waiting so eagerly for it. But I have to admit, I didn't know anything about it when I went to watch it. But now that I'm watching it, I am fully engrossed. How much did you girls know about it when it came across your table? Were you like me, or do you already know all about the comics?
So I had read the comics years ago, so I was pretty familiar with the Sandman and with Neil's work in general. And then I definitely revisited once this role came about, because there were so many little parts. I mean, they are epic. The Sandman is epic, and so you're not going to remember everything. So this gave me an opportunity to go back to the beginning.
Yeah, I'd never read it before, but somehow, I mean, obviously I'm familiar with Neil's work, and I feel like the imagery in particular has obviously seeped into my unconscious somewhere, because, you know, I knew exactly what the Sandman looked like. I know about the Endless. I think it's so distinctive, the images, and very unique. So it definitely felt familiar.
Sandman was something that for so many years, people had said to me, you've got to read these comics, you're going to really, really love them. And then a great friend of mine told me about a book called Ocean at the End of the Lane, and said that I absolutely had to read it. And it took me a long time to get around to reading that book, but I fell in love with it. And then I started looking at the comics, and really it was Neil's voice that came through, that voice that is so full of soul, that has great subtle biting humor, and this wild historical knowledge, intelligence, and psychedelic imagination.
Yeah, he's a genius what he does. I was thinking, I mean, I took a power nap earlier, and then I woke up and it made me realize I never remember my dreams anymore. I was like, I don't know whether I've just got a really bad memory these days, or whether I just don't dream anymore. But do you remember your dreams when you wake up? Do they stick with you? Some people, they get up and they write their dreams down, and I just don't feel like I have that anymore.
I went through a phase of it, actually. I used to keep like a dream journal. So I definitely went through a phase. I love those dreams, you know, when you kind of wake up and they're like on the tip, and you think you can grab it and then they disappear. Those kind of dreams.
Yeah. I don't really, I mean, I'm sure I dream. I don't often have any that are memorable, that are like, that I could go, you know. Yeah, I also think that's probably a symptom of being startled. Like when you get startled out of your sleep, you're like dragged out of it. And also so many of us, like, you know, you check the time or you check whatever on your phone. So I feel like that replaces any imagination, unfortunately.
No, I get it.
I do tend to remember my dreams. There's something that I've been fascinated by as a manifestation of the subconscious. And I love trying to remember my dreams, or enter that state where you have some kind of degree of control over what's happening. But I do remember someone said to me, there's nothing more boring than hearing about other people's dreams. So since then, I just tried to keep them to myself.
No, that's rubbish. I love hearing about other people's dreams. Like, it's so fascinating. That's what another thing though, if you could be like the Sandman and step into someone's dream, who would you choose? Who are you intrigued to know what they are dreaming about?
Neil Gaiman.
Like, oh my God, his
where
dreams
on earth?
Fascinating.
Yeah, let me step inside the mind of Neil Gaiman's dreaming. That would be interesting.